Days Gone is a new single-player survival action game and it's scheduled to be released on April 26, 2019. Want to know everything this ambitious title is offering players? Here's what you really need to know before playing Days Gone. In April 2018, Sony hit the jackpot when it released the Santa Monica studio-developed God of War, a reboot/sequel to the popular button-mashing action series. For the Sony brand, this PlayStation 4 exclusive was one of the year's top sellers and won the coveted Game of the Year honor at the Game Awards. Now, almost exactly 1 year later, the company hopes to have another hit on its hands. Days Gone went through a rigorous development cycle, including a short delay that pushed it back 2 months from its original February release date. But now the game is finally here, and it's time to get excited. Set in a post-apocalyptic version of the Pacific Northwest, Days Gone is an open-world, third-person survival horror game centered around protagonist Deacon St. He's a bounty hunter and drifter who navigates the world after his significant other succumbed to the ravages of a global pandemic.
Folks here in a lot of pain, Deacon.
While much of his character motivation has been kept under wraps, we know that he was once an outlaw and now travels in search of something worth living for. Throughout the game, you'll control Deacon as he fights off freakers, zombie-like humans infected by a virus. Along the way, you'll upgrade Deacon as well as his motorcycle, crafting weapon mods and managing resources in order to survive in this dangerous world. Days Gone also offers a huge map full of interactive environments, side quests, and outposts with shopping and trading options. This is a full-fledged open-world experience that could take you upwards of 30 hours to finish. Much like 2018's God of War, Days Gone was designed as an exclusive PlayStation 4 experience, and according to studio director Chris Reese, it'll perform even better on a PS4 Pro. Though the game will still only run at 30 frames per second on the Pro, it will provide fantastic visuals even if you don't play it on a 4K TV. Outside of the visuals, Bend Studio designed this game as a completely single-player experience. The entire game centers around your experience as Deacon St. During your travels across the Pacific Northwest, you'll encounter other human characters, infected animals, and numerous freakers. But at its core, Days Gone is a one-person game. You won't find any cooperative gameplay options or multiplayer modes. It's just you and your motorcycle against the world. This isn't your typical survival horror game. Unlike something like the Resident Evil 2 remake, Days Gone doesn't confine you to dark, creepy areas infested with zombies. You'll navigate picturesque terrain that looks ideal for leisurely sightseeing, but there won't be any time for that. You'll be too busy dealing with freakers, bandits, and wild animals as you try to stay alive. Throughout this expansive open world, you'll stumble upon interactive environments that can help you fight off the gigantic hordes of freakers. For example, in one truly epic lumberyard sequence, Deacon can easily interact with conveyor belts and mechanical doors in order to slow down the oncoming masses of creeps and ghouls. If you remember The Last of Us, you weren't just up against those cannibalistic mutated creatures. You also had to deal with human enemies, desperate people trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world. In Days Gone, you'll be battling a diverse array of foes, and not just those ferocious freakers.
Things go bad, you'll respawn on your bike.
The infected bear is one particularly grisly enemy, a menacing zombified creature that's called a rager. You'll also fight runners, giant wolves that have mutated after the virus. They often travel in packs and can actually keep pace with Deacon's bike. Finally, you'll find multiple human enemies that serve as threats to Deacon. You'll encounter the murderous Rippers, fearless cultists who worship the infection and the freakers created by it. Finally, the Marauders are good old-fashioned bad guys who will happily kill you in order to survive. Besides his feet, Deacon's one and only mode of transportation is his motorcycle. You'll use it to travel across the open world, upgrading it along the way with the help of encampments and outposts. Your bike needs to be handled with care and upgraded throughout the game. If you mess up your bike on the road, you can do quick field repairs to get it back into shape, or buy more durable parts from outposts and traders. You have access to unique features, speed upgrades, and increased gas mileage. You'll also have to periodically make pit stops to gas up the bike and keep the engine running. This is where things get tricky, as filling the gas tank isn't an instant process. You'll have to find gas, usually at fuel stations, but you usually won't be alone. Whether it's bandits looking for some gas or a horde of freakers surrounding the area, you're gonna have to deal with some truly explosive situations.
One bullet left. Who's it for?
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more SVG videos about your favorite games are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.